All right, hey guys, we're here at Bluesman Vintage again today with our friend Forrest Lee Jr. If you don't know Forrest Lee, he builds one of the best bender mechanisms on the planet. He builds a pretty damn fine guitar as well, but his benders are really what he's known for. They're super lightweight, super accurate, super cool. He does B and G and elemental P's and all those doubles. Yeah, so
whatnot.
Working on Q and Z and me and the chimpanzee agree. Yeah. One day he's going to be a celebrity.
Well, there you go. That's a little Ray
Stevens going on there. All right. So Forrest, tell us a little bit about what got you into the guitar, what got you into the bender, and then what got you into actually building your own and all that good stuff.
Well, originally I started playing guitar. I got my first guitar when I was 2 years old. My dad was a country star back in the early 50s, so I've just been playing guitar my whole life. Mm-hmm. I started figuring out that I couldn't play all those Jimmy Page licks back when I was about 14 or 15 years old, and also all the Albert Lee stuff on like the Emmylou Harris records.
Right.
And that's when I was like, okay, what the heck are they doing? And lo and behold, I saw Ricky Skaggs one day and met him backstage, and he showed me that he had a bender in the guitar, which blew my mind. Pressed down on the neck, and so you can get all those pedal steel licks. Mm-hmm. And then Jeff Hanna showed me another one, and then I just started making benders ever since I was a kid.
Just started making them.
Just started trying to figure out how to make them.
How to do it. So
yeah.
Show them the back of this thing a little better if you can, a little more in detail.
Yeah, basically. You press down on the neck, which this is hooked to your strap button. Press down on the neck, and it just bends the mechanism.
See a pivot point and a spring for
pivot
tension.
Point, rear pull arm. I call this the bell crank, and then your spring is for the tension. So basically, you press down on the strap, and this particular bender which is one that I've come up with. It's very similar to an original Parsons, but I've changed a few things. The rear pull arm, you can adjust it from short to long. You can also adjust it in fine increments with this little slot back here. And that's basically it. You press down on the neck and it bends the B string.
So you've got a pivot point here.
Yeah.
You said we call this the bell crank.
This is the bell crank, front pull arm, rear pull arm.
There's a pull arm that pulls this lever.
There's a pull rod, and then there's the rear pull arm or lever. And that's it. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot.
It's not rocket surgery, but it's complex to put into a guitar. I mean, he takes guitars that are existing. You can send Forrest your existing Fender Telly, and he can throw one of these things in there.
I've done them in like 5 of John Bollinger's guitars. I did one in his Les Paul, a Paul Reed Smith. I've done them in a Tom Anderson Crowdster hollow body. I mean,
you were doing them in acoustic guitars for Washburn for a little while.
Well, actually, that was my signature Washburn. I just designed it. They put it in. So yeah,
very cool. So let's hear a little bit about the bender. Let's show me some what a bender does.
Okay, so pretty much you can play anything except for an A chord. If you play an A chord, it sounds like something from the Death Wish soundtrack. But anything else, an A sus2. Or an E chord, or an E7, D minor, which Metallica used. Nobody really knows about
D minor. It's the saddest of all keys.
Yes. And they used one on one of their albums, the Black Album or something.
I actually saw Mark Slaughter doing Fly to the Angels with bender licks in it. That was kind of fun.
I put that bender in that guitar. I built that guitar. Anyway, so and then there's your typical licks, you know. Not that one. There we go.
That wasn't a lick, that was a lack.
A lack, yeah. I don't know, there's so many different things, just pedal steel, you know.
One of my favorite bender licks, you know, which actually was done on steel, was Highway 40 Blues. And I don't know if you know that or not. I'm on the spot, but it's kind of going back to the Skaggs.
Anyway, yeah.
But that gets used a lot when people are doing
another Skaggs one. He did it on "Oh Lord, I'm Tired," which was while to figure that out, but that was it. And the Albert Lee. The C'est La Vie lick, which is impossibly hard to do. Or probably the most well-known bender lick is.
Peaceful Easy Feeling. Yeah, and I've for years I've played that without a bender, wishing that I had a bender.
Yeah,
and
makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah,
but the inner chord bending stuff is what's really cool for us. So, like take a C7th position, or do it in the E position, bend it up to a 9. Which is an Albert Lee thing. He does that a lot. Or that's an Albert Lee thing. You hear him do that all the time where he's playing a 9th chord. So yeah, all kinds of cool stuff you can do with it. But you know, a lot of the fast chicken picking country solos, even Brent's stuff.
Yeah, Brent's stuff.
Brent's using a bender.
Paisley uses a bender all the time.
Paisley uses a G bender on pretty much everything. Olander's using double benders. So
yeah, the double bender. When you put a double bender, you've got the disc. The
press
push
down
for the B and forward for the G.
Yeah.
So when you put it on a fat guy like me, we look like a kind of overweight Elvis impersonator. Kind of. It's not pretty.
I did a 4-bender guitar one time years and years ago, and I was working for a company that Floyd Rose owned, and I was a tech guy. I quit the music business, but I took one of Floyd's tremolo systems and I turned it into a 6-bender guitar. Okay. Wow. And Floyd would always come over and look at it and look at me and like. Finally, he's like, "Man, can I take a look at that?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." And I showed him the whole thing, and we became fast friends after that. But that had an E bender on a palm thing that I came up with, and then the B, and then the G went out, and then the D, you pushed it out this way, and I looked like I had Tourette's on the one gig that I played with it. And that was when I decided, I'll just get a pedal steel. I'll just get a steel guitar if I want to bend all those.
Right.
But yeah, It works great for emulating a lot of even today's pedal steel, which isn't like super technical stuff on most stuff. You can pull it off with a B bender. So
very cool. So tell people where they can find you and where they can find more about your benders.
Well, they can find them from me directly, or they can just come to you.
Yep, they can get them through us at bluesmanvintage.com.
And we're going to be working on something, an extremely lightweight bender guitar with your body design and my bender design.
Yeah. The cool thing about Forrest benders is they add around 12 ounce. The bender weighs about 12 ounces, but you remove about 6. Is that right?
Yeah, it depends on the weight of the guitar. But I mean, the bender components themselves, I've got them down to 12 ounces, which is the lightest bender like this ever.
And so you remove a good portion of the body, usually, if you got 4 to 6 ounces. So you can have a B bender that only weighs a half pound more than the guitar did.
If you're starting with a real light guitar, it's only going to be a half pound more, if that. Like an 8-pound guitar, it's a wash. So if you're doing like a 6-pound super lightweight guitar, it's going to be like 6 pounds 6 ounces.
Yeah, which is very negligible. So very cool. So we're gonna be working on some stuff like that with maybe some cool finishes. Maybe have you do some. He does really cool Paisley finishes and pretty finishes. There's one of like the Sistine Chapel and what was the one?
Yeah, that's Bollinger's guitar. That's the Adoration of the Magi. It's a Da Vinci that he wanted a Da Vinci on his guitar. So
of course, because who doesn't? So. But all right, well, great man. Thanks for coming out. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you get all the videos here from Bluesman Vintage. And check us out as well at bluesmanvintage.com.